Folks, in my 20 years in the league, I've seen a lot of things: trades, secrets, whispered deals behind closed doors. But what I'm about to tell you, it's something I've never seen in my entire career. And trust me when I say that, I'm talking about a level of magnitude, a seismic shift that could rewrite the entire landscape of the NFL in 2026. What I'm revealing today isn't just another rumor. It's a covert operation that's been quietly unfolding behind the scenes, an undercurrent of power and intention that could propel the Chicago Bears into an entirely new stratosphere. But I can't give everything away just yet. What I will tell you is, everything you think you know about the NFL right now is about to be turned on its head. You see, in this game, timing is everything. And what I've uncovered points to a move so strategic, so calculated, it's almost impossible to believe. It involves a player whose value is skyrocketing, a team on the rise, and a potential game changer that could set off a ripple effect across the league. And folks, if you think this is just idle speculation, think again. What I have in my hands, what I will reveal, could be the biggest NFL story of 2026, if it happens. And I promise you, it's happening right now in the shadows where deals are made, secrets are kept, and futures are rewritten. Now, if you're a true insider, a piece of this puzzle, you'll understand what's at stake. But for the rest of you, I need a favor. Smash that subscribe button, hit the like, and slam that bell. Because what I'm about to tell you will separate the casual fans from the true NFL insiders. This is not for the faint-hearted. This is a revelation that could shake your understanding of the league, the teams, and the players who will define the next decade. Those who are in the know will stay tuned because what's coming is nothing short of legendary. But for the rest, well, let's just say you're about to hear something that might change your entire perception of what's possible in 2026. Let's start by dissecting the team that's apparently at the center of this seismic shift, the Chicago Bears. This franchise, which has long struggled to find stability and consistency, just finished a breakthrough 2025 season, one that not only shocked skeptics but also sent ripples through the league. After a tumultuous few years under Matt Eberflus, the Bears finally found their footing under new head coach Ben Johnson, fresh from his successful run in Detroit. Johnson, who took over in January 2025, immediately made waves with his aggressive approach and innovative offensive schemes, led by none other than Caleb Williams, who, in his sophomore year, shattered passing records and became a superstar destined for legacy greatness. But beneath that shiny surface of offensive fireworks, there's a darker undercurrent, a defense that ranked 29th overall, terrible against the run, and tied for the bottom in sacks. That's where the real cracks lie. Now I've analyzed tape, dug into advanced metrics, and examined every possible flaw, because any team with playoff aspirations knows that offense alone doesn't win championships. You need a defense that is fierce, adaptable, and disruptive. And here's the wild truth. The Bears' defensive personnel is missing a piece, an elite player who can dramatically elevate that unit. That's where Ji'Ayir Brown comes into focus. As of January 26, 2026, Brown is still a San Francisco 49er, dealing with injuries at the wrong moment. Hamstring issues that sidelined him for their playoff run and now threaten his future in the league. But what if I told you that behind those injury setbacks lies a potential game-changing transaction that's been quietly brewing? That the Bears, desperate to solidify their defense, especially their secondary, are eyeing Brown as their next cornerstone. That, my friends, is the whisper that's been floating through NFL insider circles. Now about Ji'Ayir Brown. This kid, born January 25, 2000, just turned 26, is a player I've followed closely since his college days at Penn State. His journey from junior college at Lackawanna to becoming a key starter at Penn State was nothing short of remarkable. The 49ers drafted him in round 3, 87th overall in 2023, trading up in a move that shocked many insiders. They saw raw talent and exceptional versatility. Brown transitioned from free safety to strong safety in 2025, filling in seamlessly when Malik Mustafa, their rookie draft pick, was injured. His skill set is a coach's dream. Great instincts, physical tackling, deep coverage ability, and ball skills that make him a threat both in the secondary and as a playmaker. In 2025, he played all 17 games, starting everyone at strong safety, delivering 76 tackles, 2 interceptions, a forced fumble, and a few pass deflections. His impact is undeniable. When healthy, he's a true difference maker. The scouts rave about his film. He covers ground like a corner, hits like a missile, and has an innate sense for the ball. Advanced metrics show a coverage grade among the best for safeties under 27, hyper-athletic, quick to diagnose plays, and with a knack for making game-changing plays. But here's the catch. Brown has been injury-prone lately. Hamstring issues, ankle tweaks, and the recent sidelining of the NFC divisional playoff make his durability a concern. Still, I've spoken to some of the league's most connected insiders, and they see his talent as too valuable for the 49ers to keep on the sidelines for long. And that's where the plot thickens. If the 49ers decide to cash in on Brown, either because of injury concerns or because they see their roster evolving, they may look to move him before free agency kicks in this offseason. And that, my friends, opens the door wide for the Chicago Bears. Why? Because they are desperate. Their defense, as I said, needs high-impact players who can elevate them from pretenders to contenders. When I analyzed their roster, I saw glaring gaps at safety, especially after a late-season benching of their veteran, Eddie Jackson, and the inconsistent play at the position. They've drafted well in the draft, but what's missing is that elite playmaker, someone who commands respect in the second level and transforms the entire defense. The perfect solution? It has to be someone like Jair Brown. Now I want you to imagine the film breakdown. I've watched hours of his tape, highlight reels, game clips, practice footage. Brown isn't just a solid athlete, he's a transformational one. On film, he's instinctive, rarely caught out of position. His reads are lightning quick, especially in zone coverage, where he seems to anticipate routes before the receiver even makes his move. His tackling technique is flawless, wrap-up low pad level, relentless pursuit. Watch his hits pop but controlled, delivering that intimidating presence that makes running backs second-guess their choices. And his ball skills, elite. Against Penn State, he read a deep route, jumped in perfect position, and snagged a pick-six that sent shockwaves through college football. In the NFL, he's shown the same traits. 2 interceptions in 2025, both on deep throws, highlighting his ability to cover ground and turn defense into offense. His pass deflections, 11 in his career, are a testament to his long arms and high awareness. Plus, advanced metrics rank him among the league's best in coverage efficiency. His ability to mirror receivers, close-on routes, and disrupt timing routes are off the charts. Statistically, he's not just a flash in the pan, he's a consistent performer. His tackle rate is impressive for a safety, averaging about 4.5 tackles per game over his career, and he's often asked to do the dirty work in run support. His versatility is his biggest asset. The ability to switch between free and strong safety roles makes him invaluable to any defense. And let's not forget the intangibles. Leaders on the field, vocal, always looking to improve, and an instinctive student of the game. NFL scouts rave about his work ethic, and coaches praise his football IQ, something that can't always be measured by stats. That's why, at just 26, Brown has the potential to be a franchise cornerstone. But here's the kicker. His injury history means the 49ers might be willing to sell high, especially if they see the Bears as a serious suitor. Now, how does this trade work? That's where things get really interesting. Negotiations, cap space, draft picks, every detail has to fall into place for this to happen. The Bears, with their newfound playoff success and rising star Caleb Williams leading the offense, are clearly in a win-now mode. They're aiming for that elusive Super Bowl, and a proven defensive playmaker like Brown could be the missing link. In return, the 49ers will want assets, perhaps a future draft pick, a young player or a combination of picks, and perhaps a player under contract. Given Brown's rookie deal runs through 2026, the 49ers will want compensation that reflects his potential, not just his injury setbacks. A second-round pick, maybe a future second plus a day 3 pick. They will want a package that accounts for both his talent and his injury risk, but the Bears have leverage. They need a star, and Brown's talent is undeniable. And the salary cap implications. Brown's current salary is modest, around $1.5 million in 2026, and with the NFL's cap rising again, they could make it work. The Bears could structure a deal that benefits both sides. The 49ers get immediate value, and the Bears get a premium player who could be a cornerstone for the next decade. But beyond the mechanics, what does this mean for the Bears' scheme? Johnson's defense is aggressive, versatile, adaptable. Brown's skills fit perfectly. His ability to cover tight ends, roam in zone, and deliver hard hits aligns with the new scheme. Think of a hybrid safety, covering ground like a corner, blitzing like a linebacker, and tackling like a linebacker. His presence would change the entire dynamic of the secondary, making the Bears' defense exponentially more intimidating. Comparably, players like Kevin Byard or Adrian Amos come to mind, experienced safeties who can handle additional responsibilities. But Brown's ceiling is higher. His athleticism and instincts put him in a league of his own. The only question mark is durability, but with proper management and medical teams, that risk is worth taking for a player with his upside. Worst-case scenario, the injury flares up again and he becomes a cap casualty or a trade chip in the future. Best case, he becomes a defensive MVP candidate, a leader in the secondary, and a primary reason the Bears contend deep into the playoffs for years to come. So here's what I'm telling you. The pieces are moving. A master plan is unfolding. The Bears are positioning themselves for a trade that could make headlines not just in Chicago, but across the NFL. The league is watching, rivals quiet, insiders hushed, because whoever lands Brown gets a player destined for greatness. And San Francisco, they're huddled weighing their options, possibly eyeing the haul they could get for a player who, if healthy, could be a franchise-defining safety. Remember this day, because in the coming weeks and possibly days, everything could change. This is not just about a trade. It's about a shift in power, a statement that the Bears are no longer content with being underdogs. They are coming for everything, and with Jityer Brown, they might just have the perfect piece to make that happen. And trust me when I say this isn't over, far from it. The league's best-kept secret is about to be revealed. And if you're paying attention, you'll see that the future of the NFC, and maybe the NFL, hinges on this very move. Stay tuned, because what's coming is nothing short of legendary.